Oh, and we are live. What is up, ladies and gents? Vex30 here. Just doing a quick intro. I am doing an AMA tonight, Ask Me Anything, post HRX AMA for people who are watching this after the stream is ended. Feel free to comment down any questions you have for me. And people who are here now and are joining us, feel free to ask me anything. That's why we're doing it. Feel free to ask me. So, I'm going to be playing while we do this AMA. So I can't always respond to every single response, but I will catch almost all of them. Eddie, what up? Matthew, what up? Shasha, what's up? Zephyr, Pro Snake, I'm glad I helped you get better, man. Piggy Bank, ESV, Thunder Warlock, what's up? What's up? How's everyone doing? Oh, Dark Plays, Colin, what up? What up? How's HRX, bro? HRX is fun. I enjoyed myself. If I ask for help, what would you want to ask for help with? Are you still on G2? I saw the LFC post. Oh, man. I am such a troll. You need to, Josh, let's just say go back and read the tweet and like really look through it. You'll figure it out. Sparkcool, what's up? I think that this is the first of your stream I watch. Well, welcome, Colin. Wasn't able to see HRX live. Don't want spoilers. They release future clip. Okay, gotcha. And here, I was thinking I'd be studying tonight. You could do both, you know? Hey, no problem, Stockings. Just, glad to show my support love all around the place, you know? Spread it around. So, like, I'm really worried about doing background music because last stream I did, I got copyright struck, or like, you know, basically there was one song that was in the like non-copyrighted sound playlist that was actually copyrightable. So if you replay the game versus Fnatic, what would you do different? Basically, I'm gonna be saying the same thing I say to everybody all night about the Fnatic set. I think the first game was all us, second game was all draft, and third game was a mix of both. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing by myself tonight. I can do invites later, but I'm just trying to chill and like just talk, chat. I'm on break, stay up watching. Nice. Yeah, if I could change, I would change a decent bit about that set. I think it's more team things because I made one like kind of like I blanked out for a second error, but I don't think I could have avoided it very well. Besides that, I mean, I don't think I could have really changed much myself. Alright, sounds good. What up, Leffa? How you doing? Also, when we're playing, we're going to be doing... I'm trying to get all my champions level 30. So, I'm working on Vivian right now. As you can see by my profile. I've played, like, only Vivian. And I'm, like, grinding Battle Pass. I got a code at HRX that gave me like 3 million XP. I might have another one to give away tonight to randomly put in chat, so hold on, give me a second, chat. I gotta get to my suitcase and find what codes I have a lot of codes left, alright? Let me see, what's on my desk right now? 2 DreamHack Maves and 2 Realm Round codes. Let's see, what else? I don't know if you're hearing me now, but I'm at my luggage, because I forgot them in here. Alright, hold on. I actually nabbed a bunch of Realm Royale codes. Your codes I open Paladins. See what else. I forgot what all I nabbed. I grabbed 3 million XP, a couple Realm Royale chicken skins, a bunch of Realm Royale skins actually. How did I grab so many Realm skins? I thought I grabbed more Paladin skins. Whoops. Oopsie doodle. So let me see. Realm Royale, Realm, more Realm, more Realm, more Realm. Okay. So I have 3 million. 2 DreamHack Maves left, basically. Why you no mod me? You should be mod. I don't know why you're not. There you go. How do I position myself as a sport in Ice Mines? Windows is usually your best place. Up on the high ground, you know, in the windows. Or next to cabin. I really wish it'd been double elim. I mean, I could always wish it'd be double elim. But like, coulda, you know, coulda done well the first way around. Quicksilver, I have no Quicksilver. Free stuff? Yeah, I'll be dropping one of the codes in chat later on. Not now, though. I actually had fun. I played a Realm Royale tournament. Yo, Shark, Shasha. By the way, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, buddy. Good little Shasha coming in. Yeah, I had no Quicksilver, blah, blah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I did a Realm Royale tournament, qualified, and then went into the money pool. And in the games, we got third, second, first, and then we did bad 2 other games. We ended up second overall. We weren't close to first, but first place got 10K in the duo, the 20K, 10K apiece. Second place didn't get anything. So we took second in that tournament, but it was bad, man. But we got 1,000 for the both of us because we got a first place, so that wasn't bad. You expect me to study and need dropping codes? I don't know. I wish you luck. Yeah, we got 1K, winning 1 round. Like honestly, it was really bittersweet for me watching them. I know they deserved to win, but like I really felt like we felt like we were in a place to be up there, but we just, yeah, things went poorly. But I am very happy for Envy. Very happy for them. It's just bittersweet to me. Karma, what's up? How you doing? Yo, Daniel, I appreciate that so much. Only one player used the code you drop? Yeah. Only one player will be able to. Play on C servers? No. I'm getting popcorn? Alright. Are you gonna cry right now? No. I probably sound tired. It's like 11:30 and I'm just chilling. I'm surprised I didn't get sick though. Everybody got sick from HRX. Land sickness. It always happens with like so many sweaty nerd gamers around. People always get sick. Let me mute my phone. There we go. No jet lags for you? No. I mean, I only live an hour away. Is Cuscuti leaving G2? No. From what he said on his stream, though, he wants to play support, but I'm still supporting for G2, so, I mean, it's up to him. You're so inspiring, got me to play better Paladins. I'm being paid to play. Oh, nice, Karma, congrats. That's actually really exciting. That's the same way I felt whenever I first got, like, I was making, like, what was it, 100 a month back in the day. I was so excited for that. I dropped, I said, hi, alright, we'll do some Ghost. Let's start playing. I mean, I'm just chilling talking for a minute. So I'm gonna start playing when I feel like it. At least it wasn't Navi. I love them. Like Fnatic more. Yeah, I'm very happy Envy won. I'm very happy. Wait, do you mind calling? Couple codes, stream hack. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say whenever I'm gonna drop the codes. It's not gonna be anytime soon. Maybe a little bit. Make a new meta, yeah. Nice. Congrats, Karma. I mean, that's where I was when I first started, so. Make the meta healer con. I planned probably to do that at some point. Were you able to get the balloons you wanted? Yes, actually. I ended up getting that last doubloon. I only got one more doubloon. Yeah, Paladin, or Stolzy and Danny are both coming back to Paladins. You play Chronos Voidabide Ceres. See, I don't see the point in Chronos Voidabide Ceres. I think it's silly. Because you're not getting a lot of efficiency out of it. Because Ceres' cooldown is already to 1.5 seconds. So Chronos really doesn't do enough for you. Make it worth. I don't know if I really go into that, Matthews. Like specifics, but we get paid through G. Yo, Monty, what's up? How you doing? Code work for console. Let me read. Those are Realm. Redeem on any platform. Steam, Xbox, PS4, or Switch. So yes. Somebody asked us something about a team with Pelelu and stuff on it. Uli. I always call him Pelelu for some reason. I don't understand why. I missed that question. I was gonna go back to that, but I forgot what the question was. If you can re-say it. I wanted to ask if you were if 17 is good age go to try to play Pelelu or Paladins. I mean, I started when I was 18, 17. I started 2 years ago. I'm 20 now, so 18. Jeez. That's crazy to me. Yo, what's good, Ozone? Think any X-Pros will make waves? Or do you think it's going to be the new blood holding the spots in PPL, PML? Oh man, that's a tough one. I think Stolzy and Danny are going to find a slot because they're big media people. If it's anything like Overwatch League, I feel like there's going to be a team that picks up personalities rather than players. Dallas Fuel. But I could see it happening. I think there's going to be a lot of new blood in the PPL, though. I really do think there's going to be a lot of new blood in the PPL. Kind of excited for it. What do you think other regions like C are lacking? I have no idea, to be honest. I think just the player base. I don't know the player base in C. I always look at player base whenever I first look about like being pro and stuff. I'm gonna steal a Yingling out from your recent loadouts. Okay, sounds good. How would you balance the champions? What do you mean, Kelly? I need specifics on that, like what champions balance wise. If I wanted to do an overarching change to the game, I'd increase health pools by a little bit. Of all. Maybe not tanks. No invites. How do you get into pro Paladins? Basically, I mean, you just got to get noticed. Play the game and get noticed. That's how I did it. I streamed. I played for like a year or 6 months. And I played a ranked game and somebody noticed me and I became a sub for a team. It's a lot of luck, skill, and knowing how to get noticed. Made you feel better. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. Like 17's a good. And a vocal, one of the youngest players is like 16, so I believe he's 16 now. I have no idea about the 8 teams, Leffa. I couldn't say. OC Paladins League is going down the shitter. I mean, to be fair, OC Paladins just made it to semis, so. Yeah, I think they buffed Cherish. I think they buffed Cherish, nerf Solar Blessing, and revert the change to her cooldown. Thoughts on Mommy? I haven't really looked into her yet, to be honest. Damn, came late. Well, you're here now. What's up? How you doing? First time watching live stream. Just so everybody knows, I'm gonna wait playing the game for a while. I want to get all these questions out of the way, like the initial questions, and then we'll play later. Who's your least favorite champion to play, and why? Least favorite champion. I have no idea, to be honest. I like playing everything. Let me look through it. I don't like playing Buck very much. I can play Buck though. I don't like playing him though. Lex isn't very fun for me. I have to say Lex and Buck, to be honest. Yeah, I think double Elim's the best way to do it. I just don't think they had enough time because they were going off of the DreamHack schedule, not their own. A match screenshot? I don't think in here, but Vocal's only 16. Yeah, I don't think you can post clips in here. Or picture. I don't know. I'm not sure, though. Yeah, I played Destiny 2 for a little bit. Not too long. What do you feel about the Grand Final HRX? I'm excited that Envy won. I think Envy was the better team. They just drafted, like, perfect. They drafted so normal and simple that they just, like, they were able to just outskill Navi. Doing good in ranked, helping scrims. Yeah, exactly. Vex, can you be my healer right now? I want to win some more. Why'd you choose to grind healers instead of DPS? So whenever I first started playing the game, I wanted to be a streamer and like a personality. And I made the decision when I was looking through Twitch that there was no support streamers. So I was like, huh, this could be like my niche. Like I could be the support streamer for everybody. So that's what made me want to start playing supports. And I have not stopped for over 2 years now. No, I don't think Paladins will ever get to Overwatch, but I believe it'll have its own growth like it is right now and going into next year. If everybody hasn't heard, next year's PPL season will be a full land-based season. So every single game of the season will be taking place on land. So it's pretty exciting. Pretty excited to see Vivian in the finals. How often do you stream? I mean, I was at HRX for a while. I'm gonna try to stream more often. I plan to. I mean, I'm still gonna be posting like 5-6 days, but I plan to stream a little bit more often. I have a Power BC in December. Nice, that's exciting. Best Eevee, Avuli, or random new TV. I don't think Avuli ever had a chance to pull out his Eevee, but I think they're pretty even. I think random just has this like layer to him though. You think Caught is too OP at 90% healing reduction? Not really. I think Cauterize at a higher level is not as effective as it is at lower level. So can you discuss your team comp to prepare HRX? Re-say that question, Richard. I'm not totally sure what you're asking. I think a solo support emoji. It's not viable at all. Most viable support. All right, Zephyr, you're a troll, dude. Get out of here. Nah, I had very little fun playing that game, and I had to do it with bodies to make it work, to be honest. I think 2020 will be the best Paladins esports year. 2020 or 2021, Zuka. I think 2019 is gonna have a bumpy start and is gonna smooth out through the mid to late season, and then 2020. Everything will just be smooth and will be better, if I had to guess. A lot of teams, if I had to guess, are gonna move, Colin. It's gonna. I'd assume it'd be like the Overwatch League, where they'd move players down there, but I can't say. I don't know. Or even have a minor league for amateur players. Yeah, I mean, it's just like the PGS system. It's just a better way of doing PGS. You think elevated cheese day? I didn't really pay attention to console. I have no idea, to be honest. Rock Monkey, yeah, I think Rock Monkey is insane. I think he's the best, yes. Right now, yeah. What do you think they should do with Moji? God, I don't fucking know. I think they I think Moji just become a healer. Like, I made this suggestion that they just swap Moji to healer, because they did this in Smite. They made Hades from a tank to a mage. I think Moji should be reworked a tiny bit and turned into a healer. I think that'd be pretty interesting. Yo, Viral, shoe on ahead. You want to do a shoey with me, Viral? That looked pretty fun, dude. I should have done one. Boone or Bane? I'm not sure. Not sure what you mean. I don't even know how to say your name, to be honest. Sorry, G. I'm going to call you G now. Best damage dealing support. I'd probably say Pip. Pip or Grok. I think Grok will always out DPS Pip, but Pip has a more effective damage than Grok does. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I'd say Pip overall. Yeah, I would like a Mora in the game stockings. I want a resource-based healer like that. Why isn't Sarah meta? Never picked. She has too many issues, Greasy Fro. A lot of people think Saris is nuts, and like she is good, but she's not as good. Her biggest weaknesses is her ult and her utility. She has no utility. She just does not have utility when you run healing legendaries, which you have to in competitive. Like Void Abides and Mortal Reach are the only two. And if you're not running like Agony, she has no utility in her kit. She has a self heal. She has a ghost walk, and her ult's not very good at high level either. Her healing is good. It's just her utility in her ult's just not good. Compare that to Ying and Damba, where their ults are insane. Plays a frontline lower levels? I don't think so. I don't know though. Can you play Xin? I can play Xin right now though. I'm not playing anything. I'm just chilling and talking. We're gonna play soon. I'm just trying to get like questions out of the way. What happened to SK? They just left the league. Yeah, Dredge is pretty situational. What utility does Ying have other than her ult? Nothing, but she has an insane ult. That's the problem, Bob. Is Ying does as much or more healing than Saris, but she has an insane ult. So that alone makes her better. Poor Bob. What do you think about Umbi going to Fnatic? I honestly think Theo wasn't the problem. I don't know if they had internal issues, but I think Theo was fine. I think it was weird bringing in Umbi. Ning's any kind of CC like every other champion? No, I don't think she does. How many PPL teams are present currently? There's going to be 8. There's 10 currently, but there's going to be 8 next season. Change the Saris to make her more meta healer. I don't watch Chazberries, by the way, Harmony Todd. I think his videos are pretty trolly. I don't like him very much, to be honest. I think if you're trying to go competitive and you watch Chavs and take him seriously, then that's your first mistake. They need to add utility to her kit, though. Jadbin, whatever. Timothy, you can add me if you want. But Saris, let me talk about what I want to do, what I think should be done to Saris. I think you take Agony and remove it from the game and add another like legendary there, and you add it to our base kit and have it stack up to 5 times. So what that basically does to Saris is for every charge you have on an enemy up to 5, it stuns in our base kit for 0.1 seconds per. Maybe 0.2 seconds. Up to a 1 second stun. But if you stack somebody 5 times and rend, it could have up to a 1 second stun. Maybe 0.5 seconds. So for each stack that's on him, you get either 0.1 or 0.2 per stack. That would make her a lot more viable. I think that would make her viable. I think she would be meta if she had utility like that. I think her ultimate still needs a decent change. I think her ultimate should be able to... If they either did that or ultimate went through shields, she would be insane. She would be meta for sure. Yeah, G, again, I don't know what you mean by... I don't know what you mean by that question, to be honest. Hey. You think that was enough to through Na'Vi? What do you mean, some ghost? Throw off Na'Vi? Do you mean bringing an Umbi? They're doing the PGS. I don't know the full details. You can look it up on the Paladins Pro website though. No, I have not pro. You like Kami though? Yeah, I enjoy Kami. He's very entertaining. Just nerf Saris. Yeah, she doesn't need a nerf. Nerfing Saris is a huge mistake. If they were to nerf Saris, hi-rez is no good. What do you think about... What do you think? What do you think half the Paladins YouTuber clickbait trash? No idea what that means. I don't think a lot of YouTubers clickbait in Paladins. I think clickbait isn't a... Well, clickbait, there's a fine line to clickbaiting. Because sometimes you want to draw attention to your videos without lying. If you can find that line where you're telling the truth, but like you're still drawing attention, it's important. Like you need to draw attention to your videos some way. But like some people go way too overboard with it. How can Grover die during Ultimate and you can die in Furious Solar Blessing? What do you mean, media? Oh yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. I think Solar Blessing needs nerfed. Buff Cherish, revert her CDR change to her right click. That's how you balance Furia. Yeah, exactly, Stockings. If they made Sarasalt go through shields, that'd be pretty nutty. See, Colin, that's the thing, though. Is it's easy to hit, but it's... Yeah, I think 0.5 seconds would be... Yeah, I think 0.5 seconds would be the best way to do it. And Rain Day. I think Rain Day is nuts. I mean, I'm just talking about YouTubers you guys are bringing to me. So I think Rain Day is like the best Paladins YouTuber. Paladins now supports PC, Mac, and Switch players together, which is called... I know a class... Yeah. Yeah, I know. Gee, I know what cross-platform is. I just had no idea what your question meant. What do I think of it, though? I think they should not be doing cross-platform with PC and console. PS4, Xbox, and Switch should all be playing together. I don't care, but don't bring console to PC. Frostfangs, I've watched Frostfangs is entertaining. Danny, what's up? How you doing? PPL power rankings? I don't really know right now. I'd have to have a list in front of me. What changes would I like to see to Grok? I would like to see Spirit's domain be changed to where his right click can bounce to allies and heal them. Yo, I appreciate that, Alka. Alek, I appreciate that. Why isn't Totem Ward Grok? It's strong, but it's not as viable as you think because of damage dealers like Drogo's Bomb King Willow make him immediately not viable. If you can pull him out when you're not facing a blaster like those, it's fine. You like Spunky? Yeah, I love Spunky. I think he's like a mysterious dude, keeps to himself more, but like I've talked to him before and he's really chill. He's really cool. YouTuber Vex30. Gosh, dang it. Vex is so not toxic. He's awesome. Thanks, Timothy. Excuse me. Why was Sky nerfed? I forget. She wasn't nerfed. She was buffed, actually. You play flank and ranked? No. Who's more toxic? Kusky? What? I think neither. What? I think Doe's like... Doe used to be toxic in casuals, but like he's not anymore. And Cuss used to be very toxic in public, like Twitter and games, but he's really not anymore. Yo, what's up, bodies? X is very toxic. True, I am toxic. There's balancing issues, more to power creep pounds. Yeah, I agree with that, Shasha. 100%, to be honest. They like... Yeah, it's not like a power creep. It's like a power nerf. I don't even know how to say it. They just like a nerf champion slowly, and they just become like terrible. Yeah, FRZ God is insane. Insane. What do you want from Black Friday? Nothing. I'm gonna be buying a laptop though, so I guess a laptop. That's gonna be mainly more of Cyber Monday. Yeah, I have no idea, Birkin. I haven't played in like 2 weeks matchmaking because we were at a boot camp at the HRX. I don't know how it's been the last 2 weeks. But before that, it was pretty good. I think they can fix Sky. Make her have a real movement ability, not just stealth. Stealth was pretty useless with the amount of reveals. Reverse power creep? Yeah. Power fade? Okay, power fade. I like that. What scolds you the most? The person who, like, it's not even scold. The person who criticizes the most would be Cuss. He's the most vocal about it. I think I do it more now, too. More comfortable I get on a team, the more I, like, give my opinions on things. The more I feel comfortable doing it. But it's been Cuss. He's more vocal about it. I have no idea, Teddy. I don't think anything needs nerfed right now. besides dredged. Like, let me look through the champions real quick. If you want to reduce burst meta, biggest things you need to change. Super Chan guy says hi. What's up? I think you get rid of Khan's damage buff. He gives anything that buffs damage just needs to be gone. I think that is not good for the game, honestly. I think Cassie's combo needs to be nerfed a little bit. Her blast shot combo and big game needs to be toned a little bit down. Sky's poison bolts are pretty annoying. That'll become meta. Sky poison bolts will become so much more meta when other things get nerfed. Vanessa finally got nerfed. Andrew finally got nerfed. Shah's gonna be fine. Vic got nerfed. Like, Willow got nerfed. All the big damage dealers like Burst got nerfed besides Dredge. Dredge is the next one that needs to be nerfed. And then Cassie needs a slight tone down. But besides that, nothing really needs nerfed right now. I think the game needs to just run its course and see what happens. I would say in game some Ghost, but Doe's the captain. Doe Subs is captain of the team. Everything goes through him. Is Grover in place where he truly compete? Wait. Is Grover in place where he truly compete? I think he's close. I think Grover's very close. He just has practical issues with his healing, the way his healing works in this game. Play game right now? I mean, like I said, I'm just chilling, talking for now. I'm gonna play in a bit. How do you prep against top teams? Skill gap and casual rank must be pretty huge. How do I prep personally, or as a team? How do I prep? I just try to play every casual like I do like I would a scrim. It's hard, but you have to go in with the mentality and keep an eye. Like, just check yourself. Dredge is OP? Yeah, Dredge needs nerfed. Yeah, Dredge needs big time nerfed. Did you guys miss BK at this lane? Yes, BK does change drafting. Death and Dax is 78%. I don't know about that one. I think it's at 90% is fine. I think you reduce it to 1 second rather than 1.5 seconds, so. I think 90% on Legendary is okay. I don't mind it that much. I just minded Dead Zone. Or I mind Dead Zone. I think Dead Zone got a good nerf, though. What's your general opinion on Genos? Not very good. May become better as burst meta falls off a little bit. Is gonna become better, but I think to make him viable, they take away Celestial Touch and put it into his base kit, and then add another healing legendary that does something else with his heal. Maybe like double the healing, but half the time, right? Like, you'd get the full amount of the heal, so you'd get 10 seconds, 220. I don't know that math. But basically, you would get the full amount of 10 seconds within 5 seconds. So something like that would be pretty cool on Genos. Or like if you wanted to burst heal a tank. Or something like that. Just adding something else in Rebooter OP. Lol. Rebooter. Needs bug fixes? Yeah, they need to keep going on bug fixes. They're still doing good. What do you guys think went wrong at HRX? This will be the general response for every game. For every time something like that's asked. First game was all us. We threw the game. Second game was mainly draft. Third game was a mix between both. I don't think meta really evolved at HRX. I think it was very plain and simple, to be honest. Right, Shasha? Situational, G. I think every single character in the game is viable, but they're all situational. Besides Moji. Every single champion besides Moji is viable. Moji is just god-awful and should not be played at a high level. Every single one of these champions, I'm just thinking, has a chance and way to be played in certain team comps, besides Moji. To be honest, Moji's just terrible. Trash champion. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Thunderlock, 440 healing per second, and like put Celestial Touch in his base kit. Assault should heal eyes. That's pretty interesting, Stockings. You think Bugsy should go DPS? I mean, Bugsy can do him. He's a great tank, great DPS. I don't think he would change anything on DPS. I think Fish and Bittner are extremely good. He's not better than either one of them. Now, he might be on the same level, or they might be on the same level as Bugsy, but I think he's a great DPS, but I think Bittner and Fish are also great DPSs. Why do you think Drogo's still such a fall-off priority? And I have no idea. Salsa, to be honest. I just think hit scan just hit too much, hit hard. Like, just hits hard. Drogos, it's hard for him to stay peaked out for too long. You think Combat Medic needs a buff? 600 is not enough. That rhymed. Wow. Like, I had ideas for every support besides Pip. I think Combat Medic... What was I saying? First of all, Gift Giver should work on Combat Medic. You gain 40% of healing you do to a teammate. That's what the card should say, and it should work with Combat Medic. First of all. The second thing, I really don't know. Like, the practical issue of Pip is his shots are arcs. They arc out. And they hit. It's so hard to snipe people sometimes. So, like, that, it has a practical issue that's hard to fix, that I don't know how they would fix. Corval need a nerf? Yes. He needs a slight tone down with his shield. Maybe his cooldown increased. Your ideas get taken serious by hi-rez? I mean, Pretty Hair and like the casters really don't have much to do. And sometimes I just don't share my opinion enough. We have specific people to talk to sometimes if we wanted to, or like a server or a channel. But repeat DPS still viable? Not anymore. I think it might. I have no idea when the 3PS comes viable, to be honest. Ninu? Ninu played fine. What do you think about Combat Medic part base kit? I think that's a good idea, but I think you can't really do that with Combat Medic. You can't really add... It's just kind of weird. Something really weird there. Tough to do. Why did it fall? It's because of burst meta. Tyra can't hang in burst meta. Damage amps, specifically just for the damage amp, Tyra just gets bursted too hard. She might see a comeback, though, with things getting nerfed. Yo, Thunder, thanks for the super chat. Hey, Vex, glad to see you're streaming. Yeah. Yeah, I'm streaming. How you doing? How you doing, Thunder? Glad to see you here, Thunder. I remember you last time for the community day. Legendary OP? Not really. I don't think Ledge Flare is too OP. I think unauthorized use is fine. I just think his attack rate needs to be slowed. The only thing you do to unauthorized use if you want to nerf it is reduce this to 7.5 per level. You reduce this to 7.5 per level. You don't reduce it all the way to 5. You start at 7.5, and you see how it play. I can't like play test changes, so I don't know where 7.5 compared to 5 would be. But I think that card would need a nerf, if anything. Ganesha trash after 1.8. She's yeah. Drix is gonna be a lot better. Yeah, I remember when Torvald could siphon shields. That was so fun. Is triple tank the most annoying to play against? No, 4 DPS is the most annoying, to be honest. I have no idea, Damien. I like it, man. Bodies, I love you, dude. I have an idea for the new healing champion. One of their longer cooldown abilities teleport to ally with a burst heal that ignores caught. Pro is ignore caught. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty interesting. Like when you teleport to somebody, it heals them. That's a pretty cool mechanic. No, I don't think she needs a damage buff. Focusing lens, I don't think it needs the buff either. I think it would just be weird to buff it. I mean, they could buff it. I don't know. Ying already has a high DPS. Like, people don't realize Ying has pretty high DPS. Her base DPS is... What can I... 5 ticks and 90. I'm trying to think. 900 DPS. That's in line with everything else. That flare does 1200 damage. No, it doesn't. Flare doesn't do 1200. It does 800. It does 800 damage. Yeah, so I want to support that as a resource. Term is so buggy? Yeah, Term needs to be removed. Boda, what's up? How you doing? And they need to add another champion like that, a super tanky character. But Term has so many bugs that I don't know if they'll be able to fix them. I mean, it does sometimes get boring playing the same couple champions. Sometimes you just have to tell your team that you're going to play something else this game. Kelly, I'm doing good. How are you? Yeah, I appreciate that, Vadian. Victoria. Vaden Victoria. I appreciate that. I think Furious Solar Blessing should stun. I think the healing numbers are too high though. New champions are all legendaries are viable. Yeah, I even think like Focusing Lens is viable. I mean, her DPS is already 900 and Focusing Lens increases that to 1200. So 1200 DPS is kind of insane. Can Mega Potion support double tanks and what do you mean, media? Han, how you doing? Did Grok jump class to DPS? No. Look at my chat. Oh, I already read your chat earlier, I think. Oh, no. I read the rest. Read the first part. Terminus card abomination. Terminus. Let me just do this. Abomination. Oh, yeah, the healing isn't the healing reduction is not enough. It needs to be 75% minimum to make it viable. Game for you, HRX. I appreciate that, KV. Favorite skin from Battle Pass 3? I haven't really looked, to be honest. Like, I was at HRX in a boot camp beforehand, so like I haven't like kept up with patch 1.8. That's why I haven't released any content for it. Because like I just like overwhelmed. I need to do like a patch. I want to do like a patch overview. I want to do a tier list. Because like supports have changed. I'm doing a new tier list for 1.8. I want to do some like support skin games. Just like showing off skins. What was I doing? Pepper skin. I like the pepper skin. I think it's a really cool idea for it. Remix Genos is good. You unlock Strix by... Oh, okay. That's a pretty sick Strix skin. Whoa. They're like an on... Oh. You get crystals and... Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, geez. There's so many levels to get to there. Oh, my God. Jeez. That's insane. Salty, no. I think they need to reduce it to 1 second caught rather than 1.5. I think you leave it at 90. If you reduce it to 75, then it's not a legendary anymore. It's just another card. Some people think they do, but I think a lot of people think higher supports. People who are knowledgeable about the game think higher about supports and tanks. People who are not as knowledgeable think higher of DPS. In my opinion. But that's from support main. Supports and tanks are the true carries. I think it's great for the game. Triumph. And great for competitive. Is Canessa black? I think so. Thoughts on Barrick? I think he's fallen off in the meta a little bit. What do you think about Khan? His OP, his ult's OP. Alt needs to be nerfed. Yeah, you can stop it, Birkin. It's in the options, gameplay, audio, character music volume, disabled. You're welcome. How can they nerf Khan's ult? Make it very short range to make him not CC immune. Make the ult have a charge up time, so after you hit the ult button, you have to hold them longer to throw them further. Like all those changes can be made to it to make it less. Least favorite support or worst support? I saw somebody ask that earlier. I think Pip and Grok are the two worst right now. I didn't even like read through them. I just think those two are the worst. Yeah. No, Geno says situations where he can be played. Pip and Grok don't. No tank or no support? No tank. Shorten the duration. Are you saying you're the Strix, Birkin, or the other team is the Strix? Because if you're playing the Strix and you have that problem, then yeah, it's not going to fix it. But that's not uncompetitive because you don't have to use the skin. 5 DPS? I don't think 5 TPS is very viable. I think 4 DPS can be. Oh, I mean, yeah, you can match. I don't see everybody thinks Saris is the best support. Man, I don't get it. I don't get you guys sometimes. Like Saris has good healing, but like she just is outdone by Ying and Damba. I see like to a newer player why Saris is the best, but I mean all supports can be easy countered. Yeah, Saris is insane at lower tiers. That's why I think hi-rez is hesitant to buffer. He's not viable at high level. But they care more about the median and the lower. They need to add utility to her kit. Answered this earlier, but I'll answer it again. Basically, they take away, like my perfect chain for Saris would be getting rid of Agony and putting it into her base kit, but changing it to where it's 5 charges instead of 4. And for every charge, you get a 0.1 second stun up to 0.5 seconds. No, I agree, Colin. It's fine. I just like, yeah. What's your favorite funny moment? I have no idea right now, to be honest. I'd have to think about that funny moment. Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. I'm a Yang main, so Saris isn't the best. Yeah, Ying and Dahmer is so good right now. What's your favorite skin? Oh man, favorite skin. I think this one's one of my favorite. I'm just doing supports. I like the no. I accidentally equipped that. Oh my god, it's so bright. Jeez. Grobot is really good. Saris has some really good skins. She has some naughty skins. Remix Saris, that's pretty cool. I would say the Genos though. Exarch, I think it's called. Right? Exarch? Exarch, yeah. Best overall, I think Ying. Ying has the best overall ultimate in the game. I'm just gonna do supports because like it's so hard to like account for um all champions. Burrito, good scrim partner. Yeah, I mean that team's insane. Rip 69. Yeah, life exchange is always the best, Teddy. Maybe at like lower levels and like when you're first learning Ying, I would go lifelike to orient yourself with her kit because life exchange is a very high skill cap. Chao in meta, he's trying to find his way into the meta, but he's not meta right now. Yeah, she has a lot of good skins. She's easy to make skins for. Yeah, no, Damba doesn't need to be touched ever. They leave him as is. They should be basing every other support around Damba. Damba's the pinnacle of balance and design in Paladins. I will say it now, always said it, and I'll say it again. Mount Damba is the pinnacle for design and balance in Paladins. See, Teddy, that's another reason. Lifelike for console too. I can agree with that. Yeah, I love Damba. He's Damba's the goat. Yeah, Damba is the goat. 100%. Can't believe 110 people are watching me just sitting here talking and answering questions. It's great. I've talked for like 52 minutes now. This is great. Yeah, I couldn't like there's no way I could be playing it like a TDM game and like answering all these questions and keeping up. It's just not possible. Like, I could give some like BS answers for some of them, but Ying was close to being viable before it. Would you say anything requires aim is hard? I mean, inherently yes. Anything requires aim is harder, but yeah. Yeah, inherently yes. Anything requires aim is hard. Plus, asking questions, reading chat is fun. Yeah, I mean, feel free to ask any questions. That's what I'm doing tonight. Like, so like a post HRX kind of ask me anything. Getting back into YouTube. Just want to chill and talk with people. Free power. Gyro controls for the win. High skill, reward talents. Yeah, I agree with that. Damba appeals to the foot fetish community. That's why it's so good. Yep, true. Do you not like the remix general skin? No, I like it. I do like it. Worst flank? Moji. Moji's the worst champion in the game. Yes. The next two champions need to be a tank and a support. Why did y'all pick Furia? So to get into the full story of it, we had an idea for Serpent, where we ban Ying and played a really aggressive comp into that Torvald comp they had, because we knew they were gonna pick Torvald. We knew we had a good idea what comp they were gonna play, and we had this idea that running two more aggressive tanks, a backline, but able to dive DPS, and a off-angle DPS or like a flanker, like an Eevee and Andrew would work really well. But we just didn't end up picking the like bread and butter, like the Andrew or the Eevee. So the comp didn't work. Because when you run Furia, she's insane. But she needs a self-sustaining DPS like an Andrew or an Eevee to make her really work. Because all you have to do is throw the beam to the tank who's taking the aggro, top them off, and you have the 2 DPS dive in right behind them. And you're pocketing the like Cassie or the Leanna in that comp with your right clicks. And Eevee and Andrew are sustaining themselves. But we didn't just end up picking the Andrew or the Eevee. So that's why Fury was played. But picking Cassie or Leanne, I still thought when I picked, well, it's kind of like a team. It was more me. But like when I was picking Furia over like Grover per se, I still had this idea of the team comp the way it should have been ran. In hindsight, Grover was the play over Furia, but I don't think it would have really changed the game. It would have helped a little bit, but if we would have just stuck to our plan, I think it would have worked a lot better. Front emoji, front light swap? No, if anything, she goes to support. Yo, too much salsa. Thank you so much for the super chat. $2. Here, I got you $2. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the 2 buckaroos. Too much salsa, dude. Too much salsa is not a bad thing, to be honest. Too much salsa, like, it's good for you. Is Paladins good on PC? Yes. When do you do coaching series? I don't know. At some point. I have a lot I need to get done on, so I'll get to it at some point, to be honest. I'm catching up on everything. What do you think of OP? Not considered OP, but much in community. OP, but not considered OP. I don't know. I think there's a lot more not OP, but much the community think is OP. BK is one of the best, yes, in the right hands. Boda, I still think has a role is still insane. I think having the extra ammo is insane. But if not, Curse Cylinder, sorry. Curse Cylinder. I think the next best... Why is my mouse, like, moving itself? Oh, it's because my bungee set up weird. Okay. Hold on, chat. There we go. I think Godslayer. Godslayer is the next best. I think Defiant Fists can be viable, though. Not sure yet. I don't have money, but give you love. Thank you, Thunder Warlock. I appreciate that. Because BK is super high skill cap. Bulk up? Bulk up was such a meme, dude. Bulk up was insane. Yeah, keep it out of the game. Support is not my main, but I can out-heal opponent most of the time, but my damage numbers are always low as support. I can't draw the line when to damage. I just keep healing. I mean, that's the way to do it. Damage comes with time. As soon as you feel more comfortable. Like, the way I tell all new support mains to do it is to just sit back and try to go for 0 deaths. It's your job to not die and try to get as much healing. As soon as you start consistently getting 0 deaths and you feel comfortable getting 0 deaths and you're getting high healing numbers, then you can start looking for more damage while you still go for high. Is 144 mandatory? It's not mandatory, no. I played on 60 hertz the first season of the PPL, going into the first LAN, and we won first place. That was when I was on SK. Me, Bitey, Wiffle, Stolzy, Danny. So no, 60 hertz, it's 144 hertz, not mandatory, but it's highly suggested. What's the best BK in your opinion? I couldn't even tell you right now. BK has been banned for so long. What went wrong with your team? I would say the first game was all just us throwing. Like, we threw both point fights. It was stupid. Been a lost. Second game was mainly draft, and third game was a mix between drafts, our play, and like just not adapting to the situation. How do teams choose which tanks to pick? Well, when you're drafting tanks, you mainly think about who, like, map dependent. So, like, maybe you'd want a Nanara on a close range map, more like Bright Marsh. Typically, Nara is like a highly contested pick right now. Say Splitstone or Stone Keep. Fernando's good at high ground and choke points. so a more choke pointy map, you want to take Nando early. It's mainly map dependent. Khan is like an early Khan Makoa are like the two most, or like no matter what, will usually get first picked because of Khan's ultimate, Makoa's valuable hook and ultimate. But it's mainly map dependent, comp dependent, team dependent. Like there's a lot that go into it. Really hard to give a generalized statement on drafting. Vivian getting picked just because her shield break. Victor is getting picked. Vivian's only getting picked by Navi though. That was just kind of a weird thing they pulled out. Best cards for Damba and Ying. I mean, if you're running Spirit's Chosen, which is the only healing ledger you should be running, this is the best deck I have. No, this is probably this deck, and then this deck. Versus Knessa. This is like not even versus Knessa anymore. It's DR. DR heals. So like if you want to import them, DR heals and Eerie Presence 3 or 4. Those are the best decks. Ying, if you're running Life Exchange, which is the best healing legendary, but you need to be a more seasoned Ying, so I would start with Lifelike and then move to Life Exchange, but I have all of them named if you want to look at them. Why does everybody tell me to watch? I've watched it, and there's nothing special to his video. It's a good video though, and I'm not gonna play Resonance. It's not fun. There's nothing enjoyable about it, and it's not viable and competitive. I don't have fun playing it. I have no idea, Matthew. I mean, a lot of higher level people run Rose subjects. Ping scale. They have lag compensation, so it's easier to run a higher ping. What's his average? I have no idea about the average KD of Makoa. How do you bounce back after a disappointing loss? I mean, you just get over it. Like right now, you just get over it. That's it. You have to know how to get over it. That's it. Acceptance. Like we lost. Figure out what went wrong and move on from it. First thoughts on flying Inara? Flying Inara has been a thing for a while. I mean, I think it's good on certain maps. Any tips on getting on a team? Main tips I give to people is be noticed in casuals, but don't be toxic. Flame FX, the guy who subbed in for us during the season and came to land with us as our 6-man, he got noticed because me and Dosups were in a pub with him, and he beat us. But he didn't spray, didn't emote, didn't talk any trash. Very humble about it when he beat us, and that was it. That's the best way. Just get noticed, play the game, just play. Well, healer can play efficiently 2 and 3 and ping. I'd suggest Lifelike Ying. I'd suggest Mortal Reach Ceres, where you can just sit back and pocket people from far away. I think those are the two main ones, though. Auto aim. Yo, yeah, appreciate it, Ahmed. Realm Royale tourney was actually really fun. When do I pick which support? I mean, it's very situational. Support's really not situational. You usually pick Damba or Ying right now. At higher levels. At lower levels, you'd put Ceres and you'd put Ceres and who am I trying to think of? You'd put Ceres in that mix. Let's just go with that. And then you can pick Grover also at higher levels. Yeah, I knew Tolkien was in it. I mean, there were reasons for that. Ruby just wasn't having fun on Ruckus. There needs to be more drafting videos. And never tell how good. See, the reason there's not more drafting videos from pros is nobody wants to give out how they draft. That's why I don't talk about drafting like at all, because I don't want to give out how our team would draft something. Now, say Rubu makes a video on how he drafts, or like how his team drafts. I'm gonna go watch that video and be like, oh, that's how they draft. Now I'm glad I know, so I can draft against it. No pro will ever post a drafting video if they're smart. Why Mortal Reach over Void Abides? For high ping, I was just saying that for 200 to 300 ping. Because you can just sit back and right click from far away, auto aim. But I would always say Void Abides if you're playing on like normal ping. No, I don't think Cauterize is too strong. I just think at lower levels it hurts players because they don't know how to deal with Cauterize. At higher levels, it's fine. Yeah, it actually does. It's pretty funny. Brock's Totem getting a burst heal. I think that would be pretty interesting if you dropped it on somebody and he gave them like a 500 or 1,000 burst heal. It'd be pretty interesting. What if I have 140 hertz by everything on lowest? I can't get 100. I believe it won't show full 144 hertz unless it has G-Syncs, if I'm not mistaken. Like my monitor doesn't have G-Sync, so I still think you can. It sees more frames, but I'm not sure how it works, to be honest. Yo, Teddy. By the way, it's fine. If I miss a question, feel free to ask it again. Birkin, I disagree with that. I think Void Abide Saris is just better with the communicated team. I just don't think Pip's very viable. Plus, it's a burst heal versus an overtime, so it's very hard to compare him. How do you recognize that Cauterize? I'm not sure what you mean. How would you deal with Cauterize? It's just knowing how to deal with it in every situation. Knowing how to get out of caught effectively is what like separates a pro from a lower level. And that's just something that's learned after time. That like no, Rejuve doesn't affect Damba with his own Gort or Ying with her illusions, but it literally just comes with time. Like you have to be in that situation. That's why like putting hours into the game is important, because you go through all these situations over and over again. In every single situation you face in a pub, you might face one day in a higher level game. Like it just comes with time. What are 3 most underrated champs? I don't think any are underrated right now. I think at least at a high level. See, it's like very hard to answer these questions because I want to answer them for a higher level of play, but I don't know about lower level. Higher level, I don't think anything's underestimated. I think they're all champions really like can be played. Love watching, bro. You appreciate that, Childish Reapers. Nara's too hard to deal with in early games. Yeah, I mean she's super strong early game. I think if you're gonna nerf a Nara, you nerf this on Mother's Grace. You nerf Earthen Guard. You nerf her healing increased. You nerf both of these. You reduce them by 10% each or something. I mean, you just got to get lucky too, Teddy. Dredge should be toned down. Yes, Dredge needs fall off on his right click. He also needs somebody made a suggestion. Oh yeah, this is actually the best suggestion I've ever heard for Dredge. Is make his scuttle work like Damba's damage on his Snick. Basically, the lower ammo you have, the more damage it does. I think they changed that for his Snake, if I'm not mistaken. I actually don't remember. Yeah, they changed it. But the way it used to go is the less ammo you had, the more damage it did. So the less ammo Dredge were to have when he reloads, the more damage his scuttle would do. I think that's how it should be balanced. And then they should add fall off. Favorite Paladins match? Envy versus SSG, the whole set from Worlds. Do you think I can't say for sure yet, but from reading the changes on paper, yes, I feel like it's very yes. Actually, overall, every champion is basically viable except for Moji. Moji's awful. Stop playing Moji. But yes, it is. Isn't Dredge banned in the PPL? No, Dredge is completely open during Worlds. Flank Saris can be annoying. I could mix and match. I would just say Maldamba. Everything about Maldamba. I'm gonna be honest. Yes, Dolzy and Danny are coming back. What champions each class would you recommend to a new player? I recommend Lifelike Ying for support, or Saris, Mortal Reach, or like Vodabides either. I'd suggest those for supports. I'd suggest for tank, Fernando's good. Barrack is pretty easy. Inara's really Inara is harder than people would think at a lower level. So I would say Nando or Barrack. For flank, I would say Koga's a good one to start off on. Pretty simple. Well, not that simple, actually. Flanks are a bit tougher. Zen's okay. Yomi Zen. Buck. I don't know. Flanks are hard. But damage, I would say Cassie, Victor. Maybe you throw Leanne in there. Yeah. Just depends on what you want to play. Which game? Are you talking about I don't know if he was played at some point, I think, in a game. The Nip versus SSG, I think that was the set on Jaguar Falls. Iggy Dog played it. Yeah, exactly. She's a lot harder than people think. I think that's insane. Accurate. You don't do that. If anything, you do a burst heal at the beginning. You make 10% of their maximum health as soon as the heal's put on. Like, you get rid of Celestial Touch and put it in his base kit. 10% of health per second for 10 seconds. Max health is insane. How good is Koga? Koga is decent. He's not that viable, but he's good. King Grok. It's actually pretty fun, to be honest. Grover or Saris? I would say Grover. Did you know? Yes, I did. I knew SSG was gonna. I basically I said whoever's gonna win the Envy versus SSG set wins Worlds. 106 people watching. Give a like. Give Vex a like. Yeah, I'd appreciate that. Like, subscribing, and all that stuff. You know. Your YouTubers like us appreciate it when you like, subscribe, and do all that business. It's pretty nice. Helps us out, you know. We quite enjoy those. Sky's pretty fun. Yeah, Sky is fun. Did Nando get nerfed or buffed? Nerfed. How should I go about analyzing pro videos to improve? What should I be looking to copy from them? Just watch the videos and just pay attention, and you'll pick up on things. Yeah. Why is Paladin so underrated? Because it came out same time Overwatch did, and it's just got a bad stigma behind it. Rock Monkey in the finals godlike? I think all of Envy was godlike in the finals, to be honest. Can you compare Ying, Damba, and Grover, even though Grover and Ying are very different? What are your feelings? I think Ying is... I think Ying is insane because of her ultimate. Yeah, Ying is insane because her ultimate's easy to use. Damba's a bit less because his ultimate's a bit harder. Sorry, I was reading something. I was trying to answer that. That's mainly, it's just the ultimates. And then Grover is practically like harder to use because his heals near to him. Close to him. Is positioning the most important factor? Yes, positioning is huge. Yeah, if I were to say one thing when watching people, watch your positioning. Like, I would actually just play... I wouldn't play ranked, too. Playing ranked may seem better, but I would just suggest casual. I don't know. It's hard. I think, maybe... I don't know. I would still say ranked. At lower levels, I think the Q time's lower, so I think it'd be fine. Soul Collector Agony? I don't know. Might have like a Mimi one. No, I don't. I got rid of it. Needs more mobility? I mean, a little bit more mobility would be nice. I would hope BK would be unbanned. Sorry, I'm typing something real quick. Any tips on target prioritization? Tanks are usually important. Making sure they have enough health to live till your next heal. But DPS, make sure they're always topped off when they can be. Really hard. Like, you just need it. That's more of a game sense kind of thing. It's hard to teach target prioritization. You learn it over time. There's a lot in the same game where you learn over time. Like, watch videos of other people. Like, watch me play in my games, and you can hear me talk about target. And it's easier to do it in game and like talk about it. Like, we're learning from pros the best way. I'm not trying to like promote my videos. I'm just like, I really think like that's how I taught myself as I watch pros. Vex, what's up, Boda? Is Maeve any good without street justice? Yes. Cat Burglar is good. What's your opinion on Torvald? Torvald needs a slight nerf. Know of any really good players that are willing to help others get better? Yeah, you're looking at one. Just realized I've been sitting for 5 minutes instead of doing homework. Exactly. You should be doing your homework. Come on. You've been sitting here. Do your homework. All right. I'm just talking to people. You don't have to sit here and listen. No. Homework is more important. Get that education. Easy clap. What tier do you think BK is in? A very high tier. I haven't really watched him in a while. Draco. I must go to school. Good. See. You need to go to school, do your homework, get your homework done, people. Let's go. Do you think... Oh, let me read that question. Hold on. Excuse me. Who do you think would run a damage, heal support, damage main, or support main of the team? Like, I would always be on support main for our team, and like Cuss would do off support. Playing for an hour's finally finished it. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Dragon, what's up? How you doing? Any players that would play with someone help them in game? I mean, I think there are players. Yeah. I mean, I can't really like think of any off the top of my head. Cherish better switches for poked out easier. I just think Fury is bad in general. I think he'll cool down or right click. Cherish or Solar Blessing, no matter what it is. I don't think Cherish helps DPS anymore. If anything, it helps tanks. But I mean, it does help DPS a little bit more overall. Well, oh no, I just think Fury is bad. Let's just get that out there. I think Fury's a tough one because I think she can be good in certain comps with certain comps, but besides when you're not running them with those comps, she's bad. I'm getting late. I can't think. No, on Stone Key. Oh no. Not at all, Teddy. I don't even know. I actually don't. I'm not sure what you're talking about, to be honest. He's banned because of some indicator issues he has. I didn't know he'd bugged out on Stonekeep. I didn't really watch console. Yeah, Wolfer, I think that would be interesting. I'd really like that, to be honest. Oddone, what's up? How you doing? Dual support new meta? I think dual support might make its way to the meta with the burst damage finally falling out. Are there any cooldowns in the game that can speed up your whole team? Yes. Furia Ultimate, it's not really a cooldown, but Furia Ultimate can. This isn't really a cooldown, but it works off your cooldown. Gentle Breeze from Grover. It's an AoE speed up. Pip has one, but it's terrible. They should be in line with the rest, but this card right here is Pep in your step. Damba has a single target speed up. I don't know. I can't think of any more right now. Is triple support in? I think triple support's not new. 5 support. I think that's Grok tank. 5 support meta. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, like I said, Dumb has a single target speed boost. Spirits. I can't remember it. Swiss Spirits. There it is. Swiss Spirits. Why was PK banned from HRX? He has a bug with his indicator. Inconsistent. 4 tanks, 1 support. I have no idea, to be honest. It's getting late. I don't know how long more I'm going to be streaming for. I don't even know if I'm going to play a single game this stream. I've just been busy talking the whole time. Gonna be honest. Might probably get up tomorrow, record a video, maybe something for patch 1.8. What skins do I have so far? I want to do like a skin video. And look. Or like just a commentary with a new skin. It's like maybe Saris, remix Saris. I have that. And not remix Strix. Maybe remix. Well, maybe we'll do a Saris video tomorrow. Show off the new skin. We'll do Pepper at some point whenever we get it. We're close. I want to do a tier list video. And I want to do like my patch overview. Later, Salsa. Introduce me to Rock Monkey. I don't know. Banned Terminus and BK. That's a pretty interesting question. I would say Ying is waifu, of course. Yes, Fury needs self-sustain. You need to run self-sustain on Fury. It's very important. You need to get a value out of your damage you can output. Like, this is my best Cherish build I have. Well, you can still run Shield 5, but you need to run self-sustain. Then, like, I have a reset, like, this build, and then one that resets more of your dash. Alright, it's getting late. I think I need to call the stream here. I'm tired. It's hard for me to think. I've been talking for an hour and a half just answering questions. I hope everybody got their answer question. I'll answer a few more before I go. Dream crossover skin? What do you mean? Karn. Crossover. Like from anything? I have no idea, to be honest. There's so much. I want to see like a Viking skin. It's the tournament. Admins. Hi-rez. Kill shot, I mean. The stream, you're awesome. I appreciate that. You're great. Appreciate it. See you later then. They should put Paladin. Yeah, Paladin Strike skin. I hopefully maybe one day come to PC. Boda maybe, but I think the difference between 5 and 6 players are pretty huge when it comes to that. Amazing, senpai. How can a player get to be pro? Just keep playing. That's it. Get noticed. Keep playing. Don't be toxic. Be nice to people. That's the best way to do it. No, Torvald should not be reworked into a support. Not annoying bubble bot. You just need to nerf his base shield. Start with that. But that's what his champion design is. He's a bubble bot. Alright. That is it for this stream. Thank you all for coming by. Let's get end the video here. Oh, I'm tired. If you came in late and want to rewatch the video, it will be up on my channel as soon as I end the stream. I believe it'll go up immediately, or it has to render. I don't know how the thing works, but it'll be up by tomorrow for sure. Make sure you all like, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do the video. Have fun with it. I'm too tired to think. Do like a real outro, but yeah, if anybody's trying to play, Greasy Fro's trying to play. Check him out. Good guy. Or gal. Alright. Y'all have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Should be a new video coming out tomorrow. I don't know what time, but something about 1.8 or a skin. I don't know. Something. Everybody have a good night. See you later.